What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all of you are having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, I'm not shocked. Here come Harmony, running in there to Shiloh's bedside. And you want to know what was so funny? It's not even funny. It was sad. That whole scene was sad. How pathetic that woman is. That woman is super pathetic. She's just sad. Like, the way he talked to her and treated her, like, he grabbed her arm, basically told her she was a disappointment. Like, he said some hurtful things to her and basically gave her an ultimatum. Either find his child or she's out of the DOD. She's out of the organization completely. And when he pushed her face away, like, he had her face like this and he just, like, pushed her face away. And she's still sitting there wanting to do his bidding. I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you that pathetic? Like, I already knew she was majorly pathetic the day that she tried to basically force this grown man on her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there showed that she ain't, you know, she's pretty much a horrible mother, a disgrace. And with mothers like that, you don't need enemies. I'm just saying, because she's an enemy all by herself. Like, that's just sad the way that she is. Like, so pathetic. This man is basically treating you like dirt underneath his shoe. Worse than dirt. And you still sit here and, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to find your child. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I won't disappoint you. Really? Are you serious? Like, the way he spoke to her and pushed her away, you would think that she would have a come to Jesus moment right there and snap out of this daze and realize that this man is the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But of course, Harmony, she's a sad vessel. She really is. She's a sad soul, sad creature, pathetic even. She's a disappointment not only to, like Shiloh said, she's a disappointment, but in my opinion, she's a disappointment to humanity, to, you know, society as a whole, the way that she acts. I'm like, are you serious? What kind of mother are you? Then she goes to see Willow, which is not shocking. I'm not surprised she went to go see Willow because that's the only lead that she has to find out where this child is. And she's sitting there telling Willow, well, I kept your secret before and apparently you need my help again. Wrong. Willow didn't need your help before and she don't need your help now. She got other people helping her. People who genuinely want to help her. Not people who have an agenda and are trying to hurt her. Hopefully Willow has sense enough to keep her mouth shut and not tell Harmony nothing. Because how does it benefit Willow or the child to sit there and tell her mother where the baby is? Why would your mother need to know where the baby is? How is that going to help you? You already know. That's the thing. She already know how loyal her mother is to Shiloh. And you want to keep Shiloh from this child. Why would you tell your mother where the child is? Please don't tell her where the child is. Hopefully she's not dumb. And dumb enough to do that. Hopefully not. Because she knows who her mother is. She knows how her mother is. You tell your mother where that child is. You already know she gonna tell Shiloh in a New York minute. You already know she is. It ain't gonna take her but 5 seconds to run back and tell that man where that child is. It ain't gonna take her but a second. Like, Willow would be a plum fool to tell her anything. The same way Willow played her the first time and lied about the miscarriage, play her again. She, like Harmony says, she don't even know if the child even exists. There's no proof of that. So all Willow got to do is stick to her miscarriage story. There's no proof that there was a child. Like Harmony says, she don't even know where to start. And thanks to Julian and Sam, I actually liked their plan, though. I really did. I like to see them working together. It was a cool little plan. You know, they went down to the clerk office and Sam was all dressed up and stuff like that, pretending to be Willow. Julian got her a fake passport and ID and all that stuff to pretend like she's Willow Tate. So basically they, you know, caused like a diversion and stuff like that so they could switch out the papers that's in the adoption papers. So my guess is they put phony adoption papers, not adoption papers, but I think they put like phony information into the file and took the real information out. So that way if Shiloh ever came looking for the child, and of course there's going to be a paper trail for an adoption, he's going to look into those files or find that file, and it's not going to have the correct information in there. So basically he'll be back at square one, not knowing nothing. So he'll never find Wiley. That was smart on their part. And Sam knows she enjoyed it. As much as she claims she hates Julian, she knows she enjoyed working with him. She know it. But that was smart, though, because there's no proof that Willow even had this child. No proof that Shiloh or Harmony is ever going to find. They don't have proof of that. She could keep saying all over and over that she had a miscarriage, and they wouldn't have no proof of that. You don't know what hospital she gave birth in. You don't know the doctor. Even if you found all that information, legally, a doctor wouldn't be able to tell you nothing. So you have nothing to go on. So it's like finding a needle in a haystack at this point. So it ain't going to happen. I felt super bad I still feel bad for Willow. Because, you know, she's doing all of this to protect the child she thinks is hers. So I feel bad for her when she finds out that this child that she gave birth to is not the same child that she's trying to protect all this time. Like, her child is really gone, you know, and I'm going to feel bad for when that, you know, information comes out. Hopefully the information comes out before I'm gray and I'm old, hopefully, because, you know, the way they're dragging this storyline out, by the time we find out, you know, by the time the reveal come out, Jonah Wiley is going to be ready for college. At the pace they're going, they need to speed this up because I can't stand these little baby switch storylines. Brad, I wish Brad and Harmony would just hold hands and jump off a cliff together and take Shiloh with you. Just jump off a bridge together, please. I'm sick of looking at their face. I love the actors, don't get me wrong. I think they're doing a bang up job, but these characters is irritating me. They are infuriating me. Like, I've never been so sick of characters in my life, but they're getting on my nerves. Like, seriously. I don't understand how Michael can constantly look at this baby and not see no features of him or Nell in that child. How do you look at this child and not see nothing? You don't notice anything, like maybe his nose look like your nose, or his nose look like Nell's, or maybe he has your eye color. You don't notice any of this stuff, like any features that resemble you. Like, you don't notice none of that. Even with Mike, with his Alzheimer's, he saw the resemblance between that baby and Michael. So how can Michael not see it? Or Michael just doesn't want to see it, maybe. I don't know, but I'm like, how do you not see it? I don't know. Because any parent can look at their child as a baby and know that that's their child just by looking. Like, look at the features. You don't notice nothing? No facial expressions? Like, you don't notice jack? Cheeks, nose, chin, nothing looks like you? I'm just saying, like, how do you not notice? But, of course, this is Soap Land, so, of course, he's not going to notice. But, you know, it would have been nice if he maybe made a mention of something, because I don't know how you could stare at your child and not know. But, okay. I did love the Lucas and, you know, Willow scenes and stuff. And he wanted Willow to be a part of Wiley's life and stuff because he always wanted an open adoption. And it was kind of funny how she said when she looked at their application to adopt her child, Lucas is the one that really stood out to her way more than Brad did. So obviously that goes to show she has, you know, good taste in people and a good read on people. Like, she knows who's good and who's scum. So that's a good thing. You know, because Lucas, I feel horrible for Lucas when the truth comes out. You know, he's going to lose his child. He's going to lose his marriage. But actually, losing his marriage should be a celebration, not a sad event, but a celebration. Because, you know, hopefully he gets rid of that old ball and chain known as Brad. Because he can do much better than Brad. I wouldn't be mad if Felix and Lucas got together. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would actually welcome it. Because Brad is a no for me. I'm just saying. But I feel super bad for Lucas. You know, he's going to be heartbroken over this. And it's just going to be horrible. Hopefully he beat the mess out of Brad before he files for divorce. And take whatever little money Brad makes, hopefully, in the divorce settlement. Hopefully. Chase was all giddy and all happy when he finally got the word that he can arrest Shiloh. Yo, I love the look on Shiloh's face when Chase was reading him his rights and stuff. He looked infuriated. He was pissed to the highest level. Because he knew, like, you're going down at this point. I'm going to be honest, though. As much as I hated the fact that Sonny had to basically blackmail the DA the same way, Shiloh blackmails people, it was necessary. I felt like it was necessary for him to blackmail her because we all know, had he not did it, she would have never signed off on that arrest warrant for Shiloh. We all know she wouldn't have. Even after listening to the evidence, she was kind of making excuses for the guy. She still wouldn't have. You know what I mean? What irritated me was the fact that Sonny gave her that pledge back after she issued the warrant. I'm like, Sonny, no. For me, I wouldn't have gave that document back. I wouldn't have gave her the pledge back. Not yet. I would have gave her the pledge back after Shiloh was convicted. Then I would have gave her that pledge back. Because even though she issued the arrest warrant, that evidence can still disappear long before a trial even happens. And once that evidence disappears, all charges can and will be dropped. So that's why I would have held on to that pledge real quick. Not until I knew she would have done the right thing, because she could still make that disappear. Once, she could make it all go away. That's why I wouldn't have given her anything back. I mean, I understand why he gave it back, because he didn't want to be responsible for her world being shattered and stuff like that. But I still felt like he should have held on to it at least until after a trial. You know what I mean? Just in case some evidence go missing or something, like hold some type of power. I wouldn't have given that back, especially when she's a part of DOD and she's a little corrupt. No, I wouldn't have done that. That would have been a stupid move. Because you already know all it's going to take is for one conversation for Shiloh to get in her mind, and then boom, that evidence is going to disappear. Because that's basically what he wanted her to do from the jump. He wanted that evidence to go bye-bye. So hopefully they made copies of that evidence. Hopefully. If they're smart, they made some type of copy of it, just in case the DA gets stupid. You made copies of it and you could take it to the mayor. Take it to Laura, take it to the attorney general, take it to whoever you need to take it to get this case moving. I'm just saying. Take it to TMZ, whoever you got to take it to. So that way it's on public record. Do something. Don't just hand all the original evidence to the DA hoping that she does the right thing. No, that would be foolish of you. I mean, come on now. They should know better than that. It ain't something I would have done. I'm just saying, like, don't leave yourself of all your senses. Common sense. Hold on to something. So anyway, Sam was sitting at the, table with Michael and Jason. Jason sitting there talking about how they still can't trust Julian or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? And then Sam sitting there talking about having a toast, talking about, to the good guys winning. When she said that, I said, excuse me, good guys. I don't necessarily see Sonny and Jason as good guys. I mean, yeah, they're a step up from Shiloh, but at the end of the day, Shiloh's a criminal just like Jason and Sonny. The only difference is Jason and Sonny are a different kind of criminal. You know what I mean? They have some type of code. They're not evil people, but they're criminals nonetheless. So I wouldn't necessarily call y'all the good guys. I'm just saying. You're just a lesser of an evil to me. The whole saying of lesser of two evils, that's Jason and Sonny to me. They're just a lesser of two evils. If you're going to deal with a criminal, then I would rather deal with the two of them than Shiloh. I'm just saying. At least you know what you're getting when you're dealing with Sonny and Jason. With Shiloh, that's a whole sinister kind of thing. Like, he ain't got no loyalty to nobody but himself. That's just my thinking on it. So anyway, moving on from that. So Maxie and Peter, I didn't care nothing about this. Let me tell you something. I kind of do like the Lulu storyline about her trying to find this guy who's basically using social media to rob these women on these dating apps and stuff like that. Like, he used these social media sites to rob these women. I like that storyline because that's current. That's something that's going on in the world. So I like that. Hopefully we see more of that. But I'm not happy about this whole Maxie and Peter searching for Dante, trying to bring him back home. I find it to be totally stupid. The only way I would get on board with that is if I knew Dominic was coming back permanently. But since that's not happening, what's the point of this storyline? Why do it? We all know Dominic isn't coming back. And I haven't heard anything about a recast. So again, what is the point of doing this? This is why I hate this, because I feel like they, at this point, I get the sense that they're in limbo with Maxie. Like, do y'all not know what to do with Maxie? Do you not know? I mean, come on, this girl has been on the show for years, and you don't have an idea of what you want to do with Maxie? Put her back in Crimson. Let her be more a part of the business world. Have some scenes with her son. You know, bring Georgie back to have some scenes or something. There's other things to do with her than this, oh, let's bring Dante back. What is the point of that? We already know you haven't recasted the role and Dominic isn't coming back. So where is that going? How is that? What is that? What's the end game on that one? Like, I just want to know, like, what's the whole purpose? Because that don't make sense to me. I'm just saying. It really doesn't. I don't know. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. I want to say, yeah, that was the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all later. Peace.